How do I get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours this year, and how can I do it in the fastest way possible? This is the question on every beginner YouTuber's mind, and in this video, we're gonna go over 7 different tips to show you how to get to this important milestone. Hi, my name is Steve from It Makes Sense, and on this channel, we talk about the tools, the tips, and the strategies to make money on YouTube. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Getting to that 1,000 subscriber and 4,000 watch hour milestone can seem like a very daunting task, especially if you haven't posted your first video yet. But trust me, if I can do this, you can do this too. And you just need to focus on the small things with every single video you post. So let's go over the 7 tips that can really help your channel grow this year. All right, tip number 1 is consistency. Above all else, YouTube loves consistency. And what I mean by this is you need to come up with a posting schedule and stick to it. So if your personal and work schedule allows you to only post 1 video a week, then that is your posting schedule. If you can post 2, 3, 4, 7 videos a week, then once you pick that posting schedule, you need to stick to it. What I also mean by this is don't post 1 video one week and then 0 the next week and then 5 the next week and then 2 the next week. Make sure you pick a posting schedule and you are consistent. At the beginning of 2020, I started to take YouTube seriously and I started to post on a consistent schedule. And as you can see, my graph, my views started to grow. But then in the months of November and December of last year, I wasn't posting consistently. There were some weeks that I didn't post at all for a variety of reasons. And you can see this small dip in the graph. So this just shows you that pick a schedule, stick to it, and be consistent with it. All right, tip number 2 is to do your proper keyword research before you press record. YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine, only behind Google, which happens to own YouTube. So unless you are a vlogger or an entertainment channel, you want to create videos that answer a specific question someone has or solves a problem that someone has. You want to be able to provide content that people are looking for and they're going to YouTube to get those answers. You want to see, are there people searching for that topic? Is it a trending topic? How many searches per month are there? And what is the likelihood that you will show up at the top of the YouTube search results for that particular video? I've done other videos on my channel where I talk about keyword research, and I'll leave a link in the card above for a video that I did, and I'll take a deep dive and show you the exact keyword research strategy I used to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So let me show you 2 different examples of where I did proper keyword research and how it helped my channel and where I didn't. So this is a video I did. It is vidIQ versus TubeBuddy, and you can see that it helped my channel grow. It has 9,500 views and it's earned me 145 subscribers. And if you look at the search results for vidIQ versus TubeBuddy, I'm showing up near the top. Now I did another video called The Value of Time, and it only gained me 15 subscribers. It has 942 views, but it's not a very good performing video. And you can see if I do a search on The Value of Time, I don't even show up anywhere on the YouTube search results. So proper keyword research, especially if you're just starting out, is very important to the success of your growth on YouTube. Tip number 3 is to look at your analytics. Now, unfortunately, this is not a very sexy part of being a YouTuber. And YouTube gives you all of the tools and analytics you need to be successful on their platform. But unfortunately, all of that data can be a little overwhelming, especially if you're just starting out. The good news is that YouTube gives you the 3 stats that are the most important to grow your channel right in your channel dashboard. And you will see them with every video you post. And they are views, impressions, click-through rate, and average view duration or audience retention. Views are just that. How many people watched a portion or all of your video? Now, obviously, the more views we get, the more watch hours we get, and the more chance we have for subscribers to our channel. Now, click-through rate is the percentage of people that saw your thumbnail and actually clicked on it to watch the video. It's calculated by the number of views divided by the number of impressions. So for instance, if I scroll through YouTube here, anytime I see a thumbnail, that is an impression. So right here, this is an impression. Now, if I click on this, let's just pick a video and I click on this, now that is a view and it will go into their CTR. And I'm going to talk more about CTR or click-through rate in just a second. The last one is average view duration or audience retention. Now there's two things to keep in mind with this stat. The first is the longer the average view duration, the faster you will get to the 4,000 watch hours. So for instance, this video here only has 4 minutes and 12 seconds of average view duration. Now, if this was higher, I would get to the 4,000 watch hours much quicker. But not only do you want to look at the average view duration, you also want to look at how many people are still left watching your video at the end of the video. So for instance, if I were to click on this and go to View Analytics, and I would go to Engagement, you can see right here, if I scroll down a little bit, that towards the end of the video, 40% of the people that started the video are still watching it towards the end. Now, a good rule of thumb is you want to strive to get to 50% or higher towards the end of this video. And you can also use this graph to see what is working in your videos and what isn't. And these little upticks right here means someone went back and rewatch something, and the dips are when people leave your video. So you can really use this graph to see what's working in your video and what isn't. Now, there's so many other stats that you'll need to learn as you start to grow your channel, but these are the 3 most important, and you want to strive to improve on them with every video you post. Tip number 4 are your thumbnails, and this is something that I really overlooked when I first started my channel. But let's face it, I could have the best video. It could have taken me months to produce, and it's top-notch quality. But if no one clicks on my thumbnail to watch that video, it really doesn't matter how good the video is. I spoke about click-through rate or CTR earlier, but a good, interesting, professional thumbnail is going to help increase your chances of getting the click. And the higher your CTR, the more YouTube will continue to promote your video. A general rule of thumb is a good CTR is anywhere between 2 and 10%. But keep in mind, as you get more impressions, your CTR will go down. So for instance, in this video, I have a click-through rate of 3.6%, but I have almost 10,000 views. Whereas in this video, I have a 10% click-through rate, but I only have 300 views. So which one would you rather have? A video with a low CTR but really high views, or a video with a high CTR but low views? I think the answer is pretty obvious. One of the tools that I use is TubeBuddy, and it has a component in it called SEO Studio. And it allows me to see what my thumbnail looks like compared to other videos for the keyword that I'm ranking for. So I can see my thumbnail, and then I can scroll through and look at all the competing thumbnails to see how mine stacks to the others. So this is a good tool you can use to help increase your CTR. There's many different ways that you can create thumbnails. You can do it in a free program like Canva. You can do it in Photoshop if you have access to that. Or if you want, you can hire someone to do it for you professionally at something like Fiverr.com, and it's pretty inexpensive to have someone create a thumbnail for you for like less than $10 per thumbnail. But thumbnails are a very important part of your videos. Tip number 5 is to network. Networking with other like-minded YouTubers can really help your channel grow. And I'm not talking about doing a sub for sub or view for view. That doesn't work and I don't recommend it. Actually, stay away from that. But what I'm talking about is finding groups, either like Facebook groups or forums or subreddits. And this is a place where you can really help each other grow. So you can ask each other questions, you can post thumbnail pictures and get votes on which one people like better, like titles. You can do collaborations, you can do interviews, you can promote each other's videos, you can give shout outs to other people's videos. That way you're just reaching a larger audience. I belong to a few really good groups within Facebook for YouTubers. Some are free and others I've paid for because I've taken that creator's course. But in all of these groups, we really push each other to get better with every single video that we post. And I've met a lot of good people through these groups. So I highly recommend that if you want to grow your channel, you get out there and you network with other YouTubers. Tip number 6 is to ask for subscribers within your videos. Now, how many times have you been watching a video yourself and the content creator says, if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. And you realize as you're watching it, you really like that video and you haven't subscribed, so you hit that red subscribe button. Now, there is some debate on when you should ask for that sub within your video. At the beginning, at the middle when you've provided some content and value, or at the end. The thought being that you wouldn't ask for a date until you actually said hello to somebody. Now, I personally don't think there is one right answer for this. I think this is something you have to experiment with. I, in my videos, ask for the sub right at the beginning. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Because I want to catch someone before they might click off my video. And in some videos, I ask for the sub in the middle, especially if I've provided a lot of value up front, and then I ask them not only to subscribe, but to leave a like. Just make sure you ask for that sub within your videos. Tip number 7 is to improve your skills. Now, I hope this goes without saying, but as your channel continues to grow, you want to continue to get better and better and better with each video you post. When you're first starting out on YouTube, it's perfectly fine to just grab your phone, start shooting, and then use a basic or free video editor to post your first video. Actually, some of the phones nowadays, the smartphones nowadays, are really good video cameras. But as you start to grow, you might want to consider getting a better camera, a good microphone, some lighting, and learn good video editing skills. For instance, when I first started with YouTube, I just had a webcam and a basic microphone. And I did pay for a good beginner video editing program, but as I started to make some money with my channel, and I will tell you how in a moment, I invested in a camera, better microphone, lighting, as well as I took classes on video editing, and I learned Photoshop to help produce better thumbnails. I'm also trying to improve my on-camera presence with every video I post, so it's something that I really try to improve. So go watch some of your favorite YouTubers and you will really see the difference between the first video they posted and their most recent videos. One of my favorite YouTubers is Clash with Eric, and he has 226,000 subscribers currently. And he posted his first video on December 17th, 2018. And if I were to play it, you can see his intro. And if I just scroll here, listen to how he's talking.
Welcome back to Clash with Eric. We've got the One Hive versus Bangladesh CWL match. It ended at 116, 116.
Kind of monotone.
Barely
doesn't show himself.
But today
and really not much to it. But if I go to his most recent video, here's his intro. He's got the same graphic. Let me just forward a little bit. You can see he's on camera. And listen to his
Hey, what's going on, guys?
emotion and his
Welcome
enthusiasm.
back to Clash with Eric. Guys, it's common knowledge that if you have high-level troop donations and siege machines donated to you at Town Hall,
So if you are serious about YouTube and you really want to grow your channel, make sure that you're getting better and better and better with every single video you post. Now, one of the reasons we all want to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours is so we can be monetized. That way we can run ads on our videos and make money. But there is a way that you can start earning money on your channel without reaching this milestone. And this is the way that I was able to make money on my channel and then reinvest into my channel. And I will leave a link in the description below for a course that teaches you a very specific strategy to start making money, even if you've only posted one video. I also did a video that gives you 5 different ways you can make money before you are monetized on YouTube, and go watch that over there, and I'll see you over in that video.